The L'Oreal heiress has become the first woman to reach a fortune of $100 billion.
I say to the Walton family, get off of welfare. Start paying your workers a living wage.
Kesh and me had dreamt about having a cultural center in India comparable to the best in the world.
They control more wealth than most countries and shape America's economy from behind closed doors. But you've never seen their faces. This is the story of the family whose influence runs deeper than Wall Street, politics, and industry combined. Let's dive deep into the dynasty that owns America. Koch family. The Koch family's wealth is anchored in Koch Industries, one of the largest privately held companies in the world, with diverse interests spanning energy, chemicals, refining, fertilizers, and manufacturing. Founded by Fred C. Koch in 1940, the company expanded aggressively under the leadership of his sons, Charles and David Koch. Their business strategy emphasizes vertical integration and innovation, allowing them to dominate sectors like petroleum refining and chemical production. Beyond business, the Kochs are influential political donors, funding libertarian and conservative causes extensively, shaping U.S. policy debates on taxation, regulation, and climate change. Their philanthropic efforts focus on education reform, criminal justice, and arts patronage, including major donations to universities and museums. The family maintains a relatively private lifestyle, but wields substantial influence through both economic power and political engagement, making them a formidable force in American industry and governance. Ambani family. The Ambani family's rise began with Dhirubhai Ambani, who founded Reliance Industries in 1958 as a textile trading company. Under Mukesh Ambani's leadership since 2002, Reliance transformed into a global conglomerate with key sectors including petrochemicals, refining, telecommunications, and retail. Mukesh pioneered the world's largest grassroots petroleum refinery in Jamnagar and launched Jio platforms, revolutionizing India's digital connectivity with affordable 4G and 5G services reaching hundreds of millions. Reliance Retail, India's largest retailer, serves over 249 million customers, spanning groceries to electronics. The family's opulent Mumbai residence, Antilia, exemplifies their status, featuring multiple pools, a private theater, and a helipad. Beyond business, the Ambanis engage in philanthropy through the Reliance Foundation, focusing on education, healthcare, and rural development. Their influence extends into media, sports, and entertainment, solidifying their role as economic and cultural leaders in India. Bettencourt family. The Bettencourt family's fortune is rooted in L'Oreal, the world's largest cosmetics company, founded in 1909. The family's wealth comes from decades of innovation in beauty products, marketing, and global expansion, making L'Oreal a household name worldwide. Françoise Bettencourt Myers, the current heiress, oversees a vast portfolio that includes skincare, hair care, and luxury beauty brands. The family maintains a discreet public profile, but exerts significant influence in the cosmetics industry through strategic investments and governance. Their philanthropic initiatives support scientific research, arts, and education, reflecting a commitment to societal advancement. The Bettencourts have successfully preserved their legacy by balancing tradition with modern business practices, ensuring L'Oreal remains at the forefront of beauty innovation and global market leadership. Slim family. Carlos Slim, Helú built the family fortune primarily through telecommunications, with América Móvil dominating Latin America's mobile and internet markets. Slim's business empire also includes significant holdings in mining, real estate, finance, and retail. Known for his disciplined and modest personal lifestyle, Slim reinvests heavily in infrastructure and social projects across Mexico. His philanthropic foundation focuses on education, health, and cultural preservation, aiming to improve living standards in underserved communities. The Slim family's economic influence extends beyond Mexico, impacting regional markets and shaping telecommunications policies. Their approach combines strategic diversification with social responsibility, positioning them as key players in Latin America's economic development while maintaining a relatively low public profile compared to other billionaire families. Wertheimer family. The Wertheimer family's wealth originates from their ownership of Chanel, the iconic luxury fashion house established in partnership with Coco Chanel in the early 20th century. Under their stewardship, Chanel has expanded into perfumes, cosmetics, and accessories, becoming synonymous with elegance and exclusivity worldwide. The family invests in vineyards and thoroughbred horse breeding, diversifying their assets while maintaining a focus on heritage and quality. Wait a moment. What do you think drives a family to build an empire that shapes an entire nation? Share your thoughts with us below. Known for their discretion, the Wertheimers avoid public attention, preferring to operate behind the scenes to protect their brand's mystique. Their influence shapes luxury fashion trends and market standards, with Chanel consistently setting benchmarks for craftsmanship and style. The Wertheimer legacy embodies the fusion of tradition and innovation, sustaining their position as leaders in the global luxury industry. Mars family. The Mars family's empire began in 1911 when Frank C. Mars started making buttercream candy in Tacoma, Washington. The company's breakthrough came in 1923 with the Milky Way bar, conceptualized by Frank's son, Forrest Mars Sr., who later expanded the business globally. Mars Inc. is now a privately held giant with over $47 billion in annual sales, headquartered in McLean, Virginia. The company dominates confectionery with iconic brands like M&M's, Snickers, and Three Musketeers, but its reach extends far beyond candy. Mars is a major player in pet care, owning Whiskas, Pedigree, and veterinary hospitals worldwide, making pet food a significant revenue source. The family has maintained strict privacy, avoided media exposure while grown the business through innovation and acquisitions, including the $23 billion purchase of Wrigley in 2008. Today, the Mars family's net worth exceeds $90 billion, reflecting a legacy built on quality, secrecy, and diversification across food and pet care sectors. Walton family. The Walton family's fortune originates from Walmart, founded by Sam Walton in 1962. Walmart revolutionized retail by pioneering a low-price, high-volume business model that reshaped consumer habits worldwide. The company grew into the largest retailer globally, with thousands of stores and millions of employees. The Walton heirs collectively own a substantial stake in Walmart, controlling its strategic direction. Beyond retail, the family is known for extensive philanthropy through the Walton Family Foundation, supporting education reform, environmental conservation, and community development. They are also prominent art collectors, with significant contributions to museums and cultural institutions. The Waltons' influence extends into shaping American commerce and philanthropy, blending entrepreneurial innovation with civic engagement. Their wealth, estimated at over $250 billion, reflects their lasting impact on retail infrastructure and social initiatives, making them one of the most powerful families in the United States. Arnault family. Bernard Arnault transformed his family's wealth by building LVMH into the world's largest luxury conglomerate, encompassing brands such as Louis Vuitton, Dior, Givenchy, and Moet and Chandon. Arnault's strategic acquisitions and brand revitalizations have set global standards in fashion, cosmetics, and fine wines. The family's fortune is deeply tied to exclusivity, craftsmanship, and innovation, driving luxury market trends worldwide. They invest heavily in art, owning one of the largest private collections, and support cultural institutions through philanthropy. The Arnauts also engage in real estate development and have expanded into emerging markets, reinforcing their position as leaders in luxury. Bernard Arnault's public profile and business acumen symbolize modern luxury's fusion of heritage and forward-thinking strategy. The family's net worth approaches $240 billion, reflecting their dominance in shaping consumer tastes and the global luxury economy. Rothschild family. The Rothschild family's wealth traces back to the late 18th century, when Meyer Amschel Rothschild established a banking dynasty in Frankfurt. Expanding across Europe, the family pioneered international finance, investment banking, and government lending, financing railways, infrastructure, and wars. Their discreet yet powerful influence shaped 19th and 20th century economic and political landscapes. Over time, the Rothschilds diversified into mining, winemaking, real estate, and philanthropy, They own prestigious vineyards like Chateau Lafite Rothschild and support scientific research, education, and the arts. Known for confidentiality and strategic alliances, the family's legacy is intertwined with European history and global finance. Their wealth, estimated in the hundreds of billions, symbolizes enduring influence built on trust, innovation, and global networks. The Rothschild name remains synonymous with banking excellence and cultural patronage. Hold on a second, can you guess which family quietly controls more industries than most realize? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Al Saud family. The Al Saud family governs Saudi Arabia, deriving immense wealth from the kingdom's vast oil reserves discovered in the 1930s. Their control over the world's largest oil exporter has shaped global energy markets and geopolitics for nearly a century. The family's influence extends beyond oil, encompassing governance, religion, and economic reforms. Under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the Al Sauds launched Vision 2030, aiming to diversify the economy by investing in tourism, technology, and infrastructure, reducing dependency on oil revenues. They have invested heavily in megaprojects like Neom, a futuristic city, and cultural initiatives to modernize Saudi society. The family balances traditional authority with cautious reform, navigating regional tensions and international relations. Their wealth and power make them pivotal players in Middle Eastern stability and global energy dynamics, with a legacy that combines royal heritage, resource control, and ambitious modernization. Their power shapes the future of a nation few truly understand. Behind the scenes, this family's legacy continues to grow, quiet, relentless, and unstoppable. The story of America's unseen owners is far from over. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.